Hi, welcome back to edtech. Today I'll be teaching you about grouping selectors in CSS. That is CSS selectors which are styled by using the grouping method. And this is also a part of my specificity series in CSS. Okay, so let's get started. I've already prepared an HTML file. And this is for styling purpose. So I'll be just doing the styling for you. So let me explain the HTML file. I have a gallery here with a div ID of gallery and the h2 header of gallery. And then you have a collection A and collection B in the unordered list. Then you have another header about with the unordered list with item 1 and item 2. And the third one is just a set of four headers in the level of H1, H2, H3, H4. That is 4 levels, right? So let's get started with styling and see how grouping is done in using these selectors. Okay, so let's say I want to style this H2 in the gallery and the UL. Okay, so what I do is diff ID is gallery, so I write gallery hash gallery. And then I want the H2, the H2 header also, right? And then I have my UL. Okay, color. Let's say red. See what happens. So now what's happening is when I do it this way, my header of gallery collection definitely gets changed to red. But it's affecting both the ULs, the UL for gallery and about, but I only want it for gallery, if you remember what I said. So what should I do? The UL, I mean, here. You can just take a look here. So I just go here. What if I do it this way? Just edit a bit. Okay, div gallery UL, and then this I just remove the UL from here. Now you go back and check. So first is div gallery H2, then again comma div gallery UL. Now the specific rule is followed. Right, it is only affecting that particular UL of header gallery. So in order to do that, I need to follow this rule. Div, then the ID followed by ID, then the header, comma, second line, div, again the ID gallery UL. Otherwise, the entire other ULs will also be influenced. So to do specifically, I have to do this way. Right, next. Okay, let's go consider the other one. Let's say I consider the last 3 headers. Okay, let's say I want to do the colors for the font for all the headers. Okay. So H1, comma H2, comma H3, comma H4. So H1, H2, H3, comma, I forgot the comma here. And then the curly brackets, say color, green. So what's happening? All of these change into green. But the problem is it's also affecting my second one. So what I can do is I can just write here, it doesn't have a diff. It doesn't have a diff. So I can just make a diff here. Div ID equals para. Oh no, headers, right? It's difficult to do on the mobile. H4, sorry, that was a typo. I'll fix that later. Okay, done. So let's see it. So I need to write a div here. Okay, done. So it should be like this. So the H1, so this can be corrected by this way, like what I say just now. Again, diff, headers, let's check. Okay, now it's done. So this is a specificity that you saw earlier when I did the H1, H2, H3, H4 with just one div ID mentioned, it didn't work. So now when I separated it out specifically, then it works. Now the other header is not affected. The about has changed back to its original color. So this is how specific it is when you group. This is a way to group, as I mentioned in the previous method. Div hash headers H1, because that means it's only the H1 header under div ID header, and then comma, then the next line again repeat the same div ID header, and then H2, H3, H4. Then you get the specific styling that you wanted. Let's consider another styling. Let's say H1, H4, two of them. Color pink. see what happens. There you go. H1, H4, color pink, only the last one. Next, but here there's a problem. Only the H4 changes, H1 doesn't change, sorry. So again the same thing. I need to do this. Diff, header, H1, then H4 again. Diff, header. Now you check. What is stopping you now? Div. Oh, sorry. I mentioned the header instead of headers. There you go. Now it's done. Good. Let's say. So now the previous green color is offset, because in this particular scenario, whichever is the last one will offset the previous one, because I did this code in the last line. Whichever one is the final will get affected. Okay, next let's see. Okay, let's see for H1. Okay, let's leave out H1. Just say H2 and H3. Purple. H2. So here only the H3 is changing. Why? Because I didn't mention the same reasoning. So the same thing goes. Div, headers, H2. Again div. Now it will change, as you can see. Now this just doesn't go for font colors. Same thing goes for background color. Like you can do div, headers, H2, comma, div, headers, div headers H2, comma, then div headers H3. Let's say background color, yellow. Let's see what happens. There you go. So this is how specific it is, as you have seen. So this is also following the rule of specificity. So this is done by grouping the selectors, as I have shown. Just follow the rule. If you have any more comments or any doubts, please mention in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next lesson, which is continuation of the CSS specificity rules. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe so that you will be informed every time I publish these series. And I have more of HTML and JavaScript lessons, which you may also refer to. For the source code, you may refer to the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the bell button to get immediate notification. Bye, stay safe, see you in the next lesson.